I have been interested in the concept of prosperity for a long time. I have been looking at the spiritual side of it, the mental and emotional side of it for a long time. I'm the kind of person who goes through life enjoying the journey as well as looking for the destination. So I see the scenery, and I've seen a lot. Observations, experience, and conclusions. Everything I have to say about it, something that I've seen, not just something that might have been read in a book or told me. I like to have verifiable facts behind it. And the clearest thing on prosperity that I can tell you is that prosperity is about quality of life, not the accumulation of stuff. If you're out there looking to get rich, or if you're out there to fill your life's checklist, get the car, get the house, get the spouse, that's not going to really be where you're at. It's not going to satisfy you unless you're satisfied within. Prosperity is not filling a checklist or having stuff. Prosperity is a state of being. The satisfaction has to come from within you. You see people who are obsessed with shopping or obsessed with getting stuff or accumulating money, and the more they do, that doesn't seem to satisfy them. Well, that's because they didn't work where the real problem is. And the real problem is inside. It's never the same for any two people. There's all different things could be in there that needs to be addressed. But you have to address that, and then the stuff outside will satisfy you. You can use spiritual means to enhance your prosperity, but again, if you're looking about quality of life. Okay? It's not in having, it's in being. And therein lies a big secret. I knew a man almost 30 years ago, I guess now, who had a great job. He'd come out of the Navy and walked right into a trade that paid well, was nice trade, and he got interested in money and would study the Wall Street Journal. He wanted to invest, and at first it seemed nice enough. But then something happened with this guy. He was always complaining women wouldn't want to get close to him. But his problem was he was afraid they were after his money, and he kind of acted defensive. Not kind of, he did, and they shied away. And then he thought his friends were after his money. And we were offended by that. He said, look, you like it, we like you, you're a good guy. If you have money or not, you want it. Well, he took, oh man. So he pushed all his friends away, and then he started doing it to his family. I haven't seen him in, over 25 years. Because he took off, he says, I don't want to be around you people, I'm going to go work here, and it was very sad and lonely because the last we saw him, he was pretty much by himself. That's not prosperous living. That's greed. Because if you're greedy within, you're going to expect it with everyone around you. He never addressed his problem. He was miserable. It's a terrible thing to do. Being satisfied means just saying that I'm okay with what I have, I'm okay with what I'm doing. If more comes my way, I will enjoy it. But that's not the main thing in my life. That's not the main thing that makes me who I am. It's kind of like a business thing I went to years ago. A neighbor had invited me to it. And he said that he wouldn't tell me the name of it, but, he says, you trust me, at least I wouldn't, set you up. Of course, I also knew that just because he thought it was a good deal, I had to keep both eyes open because they can sell your friend on it, thinking, well, yeah, they fooled him, they'll get you. It's an old wisdom of the streets there for you. I went to this thing, and there was a bunch of guys sitting there that was held in the fellow's apartment, and they're going on about, I'll be successful when I get this. If I can get this, I'll be successful. I was a little baffled by this. It's kind of strange talk. You'll be successful with what? You got to get the boat or the airplane to be successful? I didn't say that to him, but I'm thinking this. That's not what success is about. Well, I listened to the talk. It was for a pyramid scheme. And I didn't buy into it. I didn't want any part of it. But it was interesting to see the people there and how they're pinning on some future thing. This is my success. You're successful right now. You're successful right now. Take a look at some of the things that have come in your life that you dealt with. If you overcame the situation, you won. If you survived the situation, you won. You don't have to win, you just have to be the kind of person who gets through it. And you'll find you've done it successfully. You've done many things successful, so why say, I'll be a success when? Don't tie your future feelings of success to accumulating some silly thing, a boat, an airplane, a car. Then you're really putting off your success, because you're saying, this is the only condition I can have it in, when you really can have it right now. Just like your prosperity, do you have quality of life now? Do you have opportunity? Can you create opportunity? But most of all, can you create a good opportunity based on the quality that exists in your life now? If you don't feel there's quality in your life now, write it down, what's keeping you from that, and you'll have a game plan of how to change the situation. But it all renders down to that one thing, you. What you got to fix inside you, and what actions you have to take to rectify the situation. If there's quality missing from your life, the one thing that's in the center of it is you. So all change begins with you. And don't think, I'll change myself and the law of attraction will swing around. The law of attraction doesn't work that way. Sorry folks, it's not that easy. When you work with spiritual things, you still got to move your feet. No sudden magic outworking is going to change that. So if you don't have that quality, you have to take action. Back it up with spiritual means by all means, but be ready to act. Remember that prosperity is quality of life. And don't mistake the accumulation of stuff for well-being. You can have well-being without stuff. Believe me, I can tell you from my own example and that of many others, you can have well-being without having stuff. But all the stuff in the world will not give you well-being. You have to put it there. Take action. Make those lists. Look at the things you have to change. Look for that thing inside you that needs to be fixed. And believe me, you'll feel like you're the richest person in the world. Good luck with your studies. This is Uncle Thor. Have a good one.